Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you're seeing is. I'm Yoga Choco Pose, aka Dark Yogi, aka Dragonfly. Um, depending on whenever you knew me, you may have known me as Candy Lovelace, Shout out to growth. But ain't y'all tired of talking about trauma? Y'all not tired? I know I am. I started doing these vlogs um, when I was a trucker, when I was OTR. I started doing these because I was on a couple of blog talks, talking about trauma. Like that's the whole foundation that um, everything has been built on up until this point. And quite frankly, I don't want that anymore. You know, that's not where I am presently. Um, but at the same time, that's where the collective is. Like the collective is just now starting to see their shit. Um, so when it comes to my lane and what I'm here for, what I'm here to assist with, me and my gifts in this vessel, the Hood Healer posted a tweet basically, and I'm paraphrasing, basically hetero-by-trauma, by way of trauma. And I've spoken about that probably my whole vlogging career, more or less. And that's real shit. Trauma disrupts and redirects the flow of the story. It can complicate things. Matter of fact, I spent a great majority of my time studying whether I was lesbian because of the trauma, or yeah, I blame the trauma for my attraction towards the same sex. And I've always been attracted to females. Like, always just fascinated, just like in awe, always, in terms of the feminine form. I was curious about the masculine because of their strength, their physical strength, and the way they could get things done, and my great grandfather. So it was more of an admiration. I was never interested in having the male inside my person. I was never interested in that. However, part of me knew that it was going to be part of my assignment, that it was going to be something that I was going to have to experience. And by way of trauma, I knew that much about my incarnation, but it was subtle. It was in the subconscious, not in the front of my mind, but it was just kind of like something back here somewhere. And once that programming and that cycling, it ran its course, it's like, all right, now I get to go home. Now I get to be where I feel most myself. And once I chose to quit playing, like the whole game changed. The whole game changed. Like it was some real shit. Like it was crazy. And Ultimately, it's up to you. Can nobody tell you whether you're straight because of trauma, or if you're lesbian, or you're gay, or you're bi because of trauma? That's your journey. That's for you to determine, decipher, and figure out. Now, me on the other hand, that's why I have shadow work, coaching, and consultation services, so you can start the process. And it's basically it's a prerequisite to the touch, to body work, to shibari, because if there's anything that you're not facing about yourself, it's gonna come out when I touch you. Whether it's that day, a week from now, a month from now, it's gonna be triggered. Why? Because I've already crossed that. I've already healed from that and moved forward from that. And if you haven't scratched the surface, when I touch you, when I lay hands or lay energy at this point, because it doesn't even require touch anymore. That's the cool thing about it, trauma will have you thinking that everything requires touch, it requires the body, but no, that's the beauty on the other side of it. But yeah, I help assist people with embracing their darkness. And when I say the darkness, it's their moon side. It's the side of us that only we see at the end of the night when we close our eyes. If we can't close our eyes, we can't rest, That's my gift. I see who people are in the daylight. I see their nighttime person in the day. I see them clearer. I see them clearer than the mask that they project and put on. And it can be off-putting to some, but it's a comfort to those who are already doing the work and willing to do the work. And that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for everybody. I'm not. This vessel is limited to what it can do. So I wouldn't dare say, oh, I'm trying to save the world. Fuck no. I don't like y'all like that. But yeah, man. I just wanted to say that. And if y'all want to have a conversation about it in private, hit me up. We can book a session. We can work something out. I just got a message from my loved one. But I also want to talk about, which reminds me, I want to talk about BDSM, dominant and submissive dynamics. When it's real, when it's from the heart, there's not a lot of coaching that's required in it, for me, in my experience. When it's real, it ain't a whole bunch of trying and headaches and like talking to a brick wall. Like, no, when it's real and this shit just flows. And it's ease. What you want for yourself, you want for your partner, and they reflect that. And ultimately, the alignment makes you better. It makes both of you better. The light comes on, love that you've already cultivated from within yourself. They bring it out of you too, and vice versa, People talk about, oh, your pussy good, you did good when they got you da-da-da-da. And like, no, I know my pussy, I know my energy is good when I look and feel overall better. I know the work is good. I know the work is working. So, maybe she and I will go live about our experience so far. But yeah, when it's real, the shit just flows. The only resistance is yourself and your own shit that you refuse to deal with. So yeah, I'll keep it surface. I keep it light. All right. Whenever you're ready. Not a moment sooner. Let's work. Peace.